To understand the process of fertilization in flowering plants, let us see the floral parts. Thalamus, sepals, the outermost wall, petals, brightly colored to attract insect for pollination, anther and filament make the male reproductive part stamen. Stigma, style, and ovary make the female reproductive part called pistil. In the ovary are the ovule. In the ovule, there is a embryo sac. In the embryo sac, there is an egg. During pollination, the pollen grains come to lie on the stigma. The pollen grain has two layers. Outer is exene, inner is entine. The pollen grain has two cells, tube nucleus and generative cell. The embryo sac has three cells toward the chaliza. These cells are known as antipodals. There are the two nuclei in the middle called polar nuclei. There are the three cells toward the micropyle. The larger cell is known as an egg. Two smaller cells are called synergids. The pollen tube emerges from the germ pore. The haploid generative cells undergoes mitosis to form two male gametes. The pollen tube enters the embryo sac through the micropyle. It enters through the degenerating synergids. The first male gamete fuses with the egg to form a diploid zygote. This process is known as fertilization. The second male gamete fuses to the two polar nuclei to form primary endosperm nucleus. The fusion of two polar nuclei is known as triple fusion. Endosperm later on divide to form nutritive tissue, which provide nourishment to the developing embryo. The process of fertilization and triple fusion is known as double fertilization.